over the past several days, our legislative office, we have heard from many residents in House District 49, which is the district that includes this proposed development. They have voiced a number of concerns, and I understand that the board has, issued a preliminary approval of the plan, but I think it's important for me to share what some of the concerns are that we have heard and give you kind of a brief summary, as brief as I can, of what those recommendations are to the PSP. First is road safety. As you know, Colonial Drive is already a failing road. We believe that a traffic study should be done to confirm the safety of the 3 roads from the GROW. Next is water quality, of course. A water monitoring system should be installed near what we know as Bob's Canal on either the north or the south side of Colonial Drive to measure the volume flow and quality of water and allow for bi-monthly sampling of toxic pollutants. Preserving, of course, the rural character of East Orange is an ongoing concern. The proposed working farm in the GROW is intersected by roads, which doesn't really appear to make very much sense. And the community gardens may need to be relocated if an easement agreement can't be obtained for those gardens that are within the utility lines, as was just described. And last but certainly not least, our protected species. We hope that the wildlife crossings can be placed where those protected species have been observed on the property in particular. We saw some of the recommendations and conditions that were listed earlier, but I didn't see both large and small crossings specified, which is what we need. We need conspan crossings for larger species and smaller tunnels under the speed humps for gopher tortoises. These are some of the main issues I want to address. I heard some of them addressed in the presentation earlier, but as outlined in the letter that I sent to each of the commissioners and to the mayor on Friday of last week, I would encourage you to seriously consider those recommendations to make this PSP more palatable for this community and these residents. As you know, they are very distressed by the approval of this PSP. They have, in the Lake Pickett area in East Orange County, these neighbors are, in my conversations with them, frankly exhausted from their repeated efforts over the years in opposition to this and similar developments in their community and their neighborhoods. And I know that what you do here today is not happening in a vacuum either. We have other proposals that are adjacent to the GROW that are under consideration that, when taken in totality, will really make a dramatic change to the rural settings east of the urban service line in the East Orange County, a part of the district that I represent. So I can tell you that this is not your typical not in my backyard style opposition that we've seen here. It's about supporting smart development, protecting the Econ River Basin, and it's about prioritizing the quality of life for our constituents. So, at this time I can't support the PSP as currently drafted. I certainly need more time to consider some of these conditions that have been presented today. But I think that if you adopt a lot of these recommendations that I've detailed in the letter, and we work together to address some of those serious concerns brought forward by our constituents, I think that we can land in a much better place, certainly. So thank you, Mayor, for giving me a little bit of extra time. And thank you, commissioners, as well, for paying attention to these important issues.